Good evening, Blunters. How are we doing tonight? Hope everyone's had a good day and welcome to Blunt Break 4717. Exciting day today. We've got our Topps Finest. Took a few extra days to get here, but it's finally get here. We've got a case. So these are the first two boxes of the case. Massive thanks for getting this filled, guys. This is hot product, guys. Really hard to get. I think we only have a case. We do have a box of Breakers Delight. We'll probably list tomorrow. That was very hard to get as well. So we've got one box. We've got one shot at that. I'll probably mix it with one box of this. It's hey Paul, how's it going? Looking fine. And we'll still push on with the case of Topps Chrome. I haven't forgotten about it. We'll probably run some more minis, get the next mini filled, and we'll break that hopefully sometimes this week, or I'll mix some teams with Finest. I'm just trying to keep the cost down as much as I can, so might not be too many teams, but we'll see how we go. Alright, let's get into it. Let's go to teams. So we got Thomas with the Hawks, Bensoy with the Celtics, Paul with the Nets, Steve with the Hornets, Joe with the Bulls, Paul with the Cavaliers, Sean Davis with the Mavs, Mansell with the Nuggies, Christian with the Pistons, Nathan with the Warriors, Paul with the Rockets, Eric with the Pacers, Shannon with the Clips, Aya with the Lakers, Nathan with the Grizz, Scott with the Heat, Paul with the Bucks, Craig with the Wolves, Kieran with the Pelicans, Hayden with the Knicks, Paul with the Thunder, Michael with the Magic, Kane with the 76ers, Michael with the Suns, Shannon with the Blazers, Steve with the Kings, Brock with the Spurs, Nathan with the Raptors, Nathan with the Jazz, and Alan Fu with the Wizards. And those are your teams. So for those that don't know what Finest is, it's, how do I put this? So they have three variations of the base card. So kind of like Select, where they have Concourse, Premier, and Courtside. So they have here in Finest, they have what they call base commons, base uncommon, and then base rare. So in a box, you'll get 2 rares and 6 uncommons, 2 autos, and then the rest base commons with their parallels. So each uncommon, rare, and common, they all have their own parallels as well. So it's a little bit confusing, but once we rip into it, I think you'll understand. So each rare or each type has its own variation image. Like the image isn't the same. So yeah, think of it like Select, how it has Concourse, Premier, and Courtside. And then we're chasing the case hits, which is Headliners and The Man. And then you've got super short prints, inserts such as Aura and what does it say? Aura and Pulse. So yeah, we'll get into it and then we'll see. All right, let's get straight into it. Yeah, a few people watching. All right, good luck all. And of course, they've got a lot of autos. I checked the checklist. They've got a few nice vets signing. And also Luca. This is Luca's first look in Topps product. He was on the instance and stuff like that, but this is like first actual licensed product that you can buy. So he wasn't in Topps Chrome, but he is in Topps Finest. So 10 cards per pack, 6 packs. So here we go. So I'll tell you how I can tell. So this is the base. So this is like, they call this the common, and then it's a common, Banchero, Shaden Sharp, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the next one is a rare. So this is the base rare coming up, and I think it's in a refractor form. So let's just see what it is. Right, so it's a rare, and it is Anthony Edwards. Is that a rare, or is that a parallel? No, sorry, this is still a common, but it's... Now I'm really confused. It's a common, but it's a parallel. Let's see what parallel this is. I think this is the oil spill parallel. But there we go, it's a parallel. Yep, so correct me if I'm wrong if this is not the oil spill. It looks like an oil spill. Yep. And then we've got a Liam McNally, and this one is uncommon, I'm pretty sure. Yep, uncommon refractor for the Hornets. And then we've got an auto baseline Quinton Post for the Golden State Warriors. Damn, that's shiny. I can see myself. Hold on. I thought this was the auto. And this one is Is this hold on, which is Arrivals Covetous. Arrivals Nolan Traore for the Brooklyn Nets rookie insert. So this one was an uncommon refractor and baseline auto Quinton Post for the Golden State Warriors. And then we've got an uncommon of Carmelo Anthony. Alright, next pack. Okay, we've got a Trey Murphy. Hold up. Let me see if I can change the viewing angles. I don't like it when it's don't like it when the light bounces back. Let's see if this is better. Okay, slightly better. Trey Murphy, Kelly Ware, LaMelo Ball, RJ Barrett, Carter Bryant, rookie. And we've got an oil spill of Stephen Curry. That's a nice one there. And then we've got a parallel rookie, Trey Johnson the third to 75. Common to 75 green. Nice one there of Trey Johnson for the Wizards. Oil spill Curry. Chuck that there. Carter Bryant rookie. And then we've got a Derek Queen firsts insert for the Pelicans. And we've got something here. And Igor Dimon. Is this gold? Is this gold? It is Paul Pierce Muse X-Fractor. Paul Pierce Muse insert. Pretty sure this is an X-Fractor. Nice looking card for the Celtics. Just an insert. What do you guys think of these cards? Looks kind of cool. All right, Dame time. Mark Williams, Rashisha, Cade Cunningham, Derek White, and an X-Fractor of D Wade. Topps finest X-Fractor of D Wade for the Heat. Need to open some more toppies. And then our next one is out of 250 purple of Bradley Beal. This one is common again. Get real confused. Bradley Beal for the Suns out of 250. And then we got finishes Victor Wembanyama insert. Now next auto going to the Knicks, Tyler Kolek, finest autographs, and then we've got Evan Mobley in the uncommon. The auto is a bit so-so. Need to hit a banger in the next box. Very colourful. Yeah, they are very colourful. Isengu rookie. Ace Bailey rookie. What is this? Traore rookie. Has this got something wrong with the card? No. I've got a Tatum common. Got a couple of things here. This one's upside down for some reason. Oil Spill, Vucevic, Noah Isengu out of 350, Aqua, and then we've got Arrivals of Liam McNally. This one is different to the other one. It's a refractor, this one. And then we've got a super short print, bang, for the Spurs. Look at that. That's a nice super short print, and it is, I've got the Pulse. That is sick for the Spurs. Let me get a one touch for that. I don't know how short printed they are, but they will get a one touch. Where's my one touches? Oh, that's nice for the Spurs. Reminds me of a colour wheel, to be honest. Like, I know they're different companies, but I'm sure they draw inspiration from each other. There we go. Dylan Harper. That's a big rookie there. All right, let's get back to sleeving. Sorry, I didn't finish the pack. We've got a Borzilis in the uncommon. And then we've got an upside down card. I wonder what that is. Give me one sec. Just need to sort all these. Quite a few things to sleeve and poppy. Oh, that is actually quite a nice card. Might be worth chasing. It's actually not bad for the first 4 packs. I've seen some pretty bad finest boxes. Literally sleeving and topping everything. Alright, so this is the card that was flipped around. Don't know if that means anything. And it is Nikola Jokic. That's the rare. So the rare must be upside down. Rare of Nikola Jokic. Rare base. 2 per box. Jokic rare. Alright, 5th pack. Couple on eBay asking $1,500. Damn. Wonder what the sell price will be. Alright, we've got a Koulibaly, Scoot, Austin Reeves, Jalen Green, Franz Wagner, Oil Spill, Trey Johnson. Got a Ja Morant, Refractor. And then we've got a Vince Carter Muse base. Then we've got another Muse 11 to 150, Brandon Ingram. Sorry, Brandon Roy, not Ingram. What the hell am I on about? Brandon Roy for the Blazers. And then we've got an uncommon of Lu Dort. I know that's just a common refractor. Or if it sells for $1,500, it literally pays for the whole box. Last sold $250. Is that $250 US or $250 NZD? Demon, Sorba, Maxi, Nemhard, Kyrie Irving. This is the rare for the. That is the rare for the Mavericks. Kyrie. Got a Yang Hansen for the Blazers in the Oil Spill, and then we've got a DeJounte Murray to 200 in the blue. Common to 200. And then we got a first of Chaz Lanier, and then a Beringer first in the refractor, and then an uncommon of D-Book. Right, let's... I'm going to need a lot more toppies for this one. Sorry, give me one sec, guys. I just need to set up this for a bit. Just need to get some toppies, 1 second. Right, that was the first box, guys. That was a pretty good first box, I must say. Where's... that can go... yeah. Alright, second box, guys. And a nice super short print on the first one. Let's see what we get in the second box. Alright, good luck all. Alright, Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Bradley Beal, DeJounte Murray, Chet, got a Cade Cunningham oil spill, and Ja Morant to 200 blue. Finishes Cooper Flag for the Dallas Mavericks, Isengu refractor in the arrivals, and then we've got Grady Dick uncommon. Alright, second pack. Oh, Chet was a rare, actually. Sorry. Chet was a rare. Alright, second pack. Box 2. Igor Dimon, Sorba, Tyrese Maxey, Nemhard, Koulibaly, Derek White in the oil spill. Got a Noah Pender in the uncommon refractor. Got a Yannick in the rivals. Is this an auto? Yes, it's an auto. And it is going to the Memphis Grizzlies, Jalen Wells, finest autographs. And then we got an Anthony Edwards uncommon. Gives me, the color scheme gives me like Flux vibes with the autos. Not the best 3 autos. Let's hopefully the next one makes up for all of it. Got a Pender, uncommon refractor. Common rookie. Alright, third pick. Scoot, Reeves, Jalen Green, Franz Wagner, Mark Williams, Isingu on the oil spill, Ja Morant to 350. I think we've had a blue to 200 and then a to 350. And then we've got a Thomas Sorber first, X-Fractor first of Kasparis Jakosionis for the Heat. And then Zach LaVine, uncommon. Look at that, you can start your rainbow. Yep, we've got one box of Delight. One box and one box only. So I will list that tomorrow. We'll probably do one box of Hobby, one box Delight. Delight is on the pricier side because it's, I guess, considered a little bit more high-end-ish. So look out for that tomorrow. Rochester, Cade, Derek White, Singu rookie, Draymond Green in the rear, Ace Bailey in the oil spill. Then we've got a Sengun out of 250, and that's uncommon out of 250. Got a Magic Johnson Muse, a Rasheer Fleming first refractor, and then a De'Aaron Fox. And the uncommon. Let's see, another toffee. All right, pick 5. Ace Bailey rookie, Nolan Traore rookie, Tatum, Basilis, Dame Time, Traore in the oil spill, and then we've got a Banchero in the rare refractor. It's an extra rare. And then we've got a Dimon, Arrivals, and then our auto is rookie baseline autographs for the Charlotte Hornets. And then we've got a Jared McCain. Hornets rookie auto. At least we got one rookie auto. A little bit disappointing for the autos, to be honest. Yeah, rare refractor. These are rare, 2 per box. Banchero. All right, last pack. Banchero base, Shaden Sharp, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Trey Murphy, X-Fractor for the Brooklyn Nets, Nolan Traore, and this is a base. And then we have a Banchero in a rare to 75, sorry, uncommon to 75. That's nice. That's the, is this the blue geometric? I think it is. It's a nice one there for the Magic. Is that the blue X-Fractor? Let me get that right. It's a blue to 75. Blue X-Fractor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, blue X-Fractor. And then we have first Colin Murray-Boyle. And we've got a first blue to 99 Colin Murray-Boyles again. And then we ended off with a Jokic uncommon. Alrighty, that was the break. Let me do a recap on that one. What do you guys think of Finest? I think it's a pretty nice product. Maybe a little bit gimmicky with common, base, rare. Sounds like Pokemon. But no, I like the product. I like the case hits. Some nice stuff. And I love the amount of colour that comes out. Alright, let's do a recap of the commons. Hold on, that can go, where can that go? That can go here. Alright, these are your common rookies. Ace Bailey, Traore, Esengu, Demon, Sorba, Carter Bryant, Demon, Esengu again, Ace Bailey, Traore again. We got a refractor of Ja Morant, Demon, Sorba. Seems like they're repeated a little bit. These are your oil spills. Oh no, let's just go through rarities. These were your uncommons. We got a Jokic uncommon, McCain, Fox, Levine, Edwards, Pender uncommon in the refractor, Grady Dick, Carmelo, Liam McNeely in the refractor, and then Mobley, Buzelis, Dort, Booker. And that was your uncommon. And then your commons were, your rares were, you got a Banchero rare refractor, Draymond Green, Holmgren, Jokic, and Kyrie. And then you've got your oil spills. Oil spill of Ant-Man, Curry, Traore, Esengu, Ace Bailey, Derek White, Cade Cunningham, Vucevic, Trey Johnson, and Yang Hansen. And then we've got our parallels. Oh no, we'll do inserts first actually. You got your first insert, blue Colin Murray-Boyles to 99. That's 21 of 99. Got a base, Sorba, refractor of Fleming, X-Fractor of Jaco Sionis, Derek Queen, Lanier and Joan Beringer, and that's in a refractor. And then you got your Muse, insert, Magic, Paul Pearson, the X-Fractor, Vince Carter, and a Brandon Roy to 150, Aqua. I think it's Aqua to 150. And then we've got your Arrivals inserts. Oh yeah, we had a D-Wade X-Fractor in the Uncommon as well. Just sliding him back in the Uncommons. And then you got your Arrivals inserts of Traore, McNeely in the Refractor, Demon, Yannick and Isengu in the Refractor. And then we've got our finishes of Cooper Flag and Victor Wembanyama. Then we have our numbered and parallels. This one is uncommon to 75, blue X-Fractor 70 of 75 of Banchero. Got to out of 75 common of Trey Johnson III. X-Fractor Traore Sengun to 250 in the uncommon. Yep, 12 of 250. Out of 350, Ja Morant. That's your common. Ja Morant common out of 200 blue. Out of 250 purple, Bradley Beal. Isengu out of 350. And DeJounte Murray out of 200. And then we have our autos. We got finest autographs of Jalen Wells for the Grizz. Finest autographs, Tyler Kolek for the Knicks. Quinton Post baseline autographs. And a rookie baseline autographs of Liam McNally. And then we've got a super short print, Dylan Harper. It is a nice Pulse. They call this the Pulse insert. That is pretty sick looking. Looks better in person. All right, that's me, guys. We will be back for tomorrow. We'll do one box. We'll do one box of Breakers Delight, one box of Hobby, and I'll list it at 12 p.m, guys. Don't miss out. This is our only box of Breakers Delight. So make sure you tune in at 12 o'clock. Better now it's licensed. Yes, it is. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.